Hello there. This is your favorite music producer speaking. Just kidding. I'm probably not. You probably don't even know who the hell I am. Anyways, this is how I make glitches in Ableton Live, or at least one of the ways that I do it. A friend of mine from the C418 Discord server asked me to kind of like talk about or explain somehow how I did this thing in one of my tracks. So I'll actually pull that up for you really quick. Let's pull this out. This might be really loud. I apologize. Let's see. It happens. It happens a couple times in here. That's not it. I think it's the most obvious right here. Yeah, so I'm not going to get copyright stricken because that's my song, bitch. Anyway, so that is my thing, where I did the. You may hear the little tickly sounds in the high end, the kind of like giving it some interest, like rhythmic and textural interest. I mean, I don't know. I think it's cool. I guess like it's kind of cool. Whatever. I don't know. So I'm gonna show you like how I do stuff like that, and so basically what I do is I get any snare or any sample at all. That one's good. So I get this, and I'm going to just plop it down there. I'm going to make a new MIDI track. I already had a new MIDI track. Wait. I know how to do this. No, I don't. Let's go to Granulator. Granulator is only available in Ableton. I'm really sorry if you don't have Ableton. If you don't have Ableton, this won't make sense to you, but you need Max for Live, and you get the Granulator too. Put that in there. Put the snare in there. So that's the snare waveform. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to zoom in so now I can see the snare there. Okay, that's good. And what we're going to have this do is we're going to have it play random little bits of the snare. So I'm going to just set up a little MIDI clip to do that. Okay. And then we're going to loop that. Yeah, so warning, this sounds very annoying, so I apologize in advance. So yeah. So that's going to play little pieces of that snare. So that's called a granular synth. So it's playing tiny little grains of it. And then what I can do is I can set this thing called spray. And so right now it's currently just playing this little box here. It's playing whatever is inside this yellow box. And if I hit spray and bring that out, it's actually going to, instead of just going here, it's going to go here and out here where the sample doesn't exist. And then just fine tweak that a little bit. And now it's kind of like playing like little tiny pieces of it, right? So that's cool. It's like making little transients. And then I can add the FM. And yeah, I kind of just mess with it. I like making weird sounds. This is what my family deals with on a daily basis. Me just sitting on my laptop, like screwing around, making like weird, glitchy stuff like that. So yeah, that's fun. I like doing that. You can also set the scan thing here. So it's basically, it's going to slowly curve through this. It's going to like gradually progress. Is the best way to explain it. It's kind of subtle, unless I do that, but. Yeah, so I like that. I'm starting to like that. So once you start making something you like, you start rendering. You just start recording. So now I'm recording it in. And I'm going to add a drum bus because that gives it like this really nice percussive quality. Just kind of crank that. Ow! That is... I am so sorry. That is hurting my ears. I'm going to turn that down. That. Oh, and I'm recording myself. I have to shut up. I have to not record myself. So let's record a bit of this. Just a little bit of it. I will shut up so it doesn't record my own voice. And then I'll show you another little thing I have that I like to do. So if you're still not liking it, you know, you're like, oh, you know, this is kind of lame. Like I need more weird stuff happening. So this is a demo version of Glitch 2. Very, very cool plugin. I am like too lazy to actually buy it right now. You know, I got to pay for gas, man. I can't be buying plugins. So I'm kind of waiting for Black Friday, see if it goes on sale. But yeah, the demo works pretty good. It's basically I just pick some random stuff on here. I could make a whole nother video about how this thing works, but basically it will mess up the audio even more. Okay, so that was a lot of weird sounds, but I hopefully got something I can use in here. So I'm going to take this little chunk, right? So that's the idea. You take a chunk of audio and you mess with it even more with MIDI. Basically, like take the best parts you want and use them in the track is the idea. So I have this little piece of it. It's very long audio clip. And then I'm going to put it in sampler. Sorry, I had to like think about what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. And then I mean, you can do a variety of things from this point. I think what I've been doing recently is this slice mode because I didn't really use this mode for a while, and I was like, wait a minute, you know what? This is pretty cool. So let's put it somewhere where it's gonna catch a lot of these peaks. Basically, it detects where the peaks are. If you have it in, you have to have it sliced by transient mode. It'll go ahead and pick up where the actual like percussive parts of this audio file are, so it thinks it's whatever these are. So let's go ahead and try and play it. And now I'm playing glitches. And basically you want to sequence these glitches. So let's go ahead and do that. I have a little drum loop placed up here, so it's just something I made a while ago that I kept and never really used. So then you can, let's just listen to the glitches for now. Whoops, gotta solo my mic. So yeah, let's solo these glitches and see. And there you go. Yeah, so I didn't really talk much there, but basically I was trying to just make something that felt good to me. Not really too much to explain. Basically, just it's kind of like making a drum loop. You just sequence it until you get a nice rhythm going, and add in some more little fills there. And yeah, there's actually like 100 or so samples in here. So it's like a ton of different ones in here on this little keyboard. So you can really just go crazy. And then if you don't like the ones that you picked, you can go back out here, find some other ones. Just like pick. Now it sounds completely different, and I didn't even have to do anything. I just went and changed where this little arrow is, and it'll make the glitches sound different, which is quite cool. Yeah, actually, I really like that. I like that a lot. That's a lot of fun. So what I would do next is actually go in here and freeze this. Flatten, there we go. And then you can just go ahead and audio manipulate this stuff. You know, take out a few parts maybe. Add in, you can add in effects to this now if you want to. Basically, whatever you want, whatever your heart desires, you can just do it. So I just went in and randomly cut out parts. Yeah, so you got to be careful there. Yeah, so it sounds fun, right? And then what I would also do is like stretch some stuff. So in Ableton, you can get this nice warp thing here, as you may know, and you can set it to texture. Is really cool. And then you can go ahead and like grain stretch that. That actually is not very noticeable in that one. Let's set it to something really weird like that. Maybe this will work. Something cool like that. Or let's try one that's a little bit different here. So yeah, this little hit. If I want to make this longer, just make it sound different, I can do that. Control J it, and then warp it back, maybe. Sometimes that does fun stuff. And then pitch it. Add in a clip envelope. And yeah, I'm not really explaining this because this is like a completely different part of this practice. Is just like audio manipulation. You could make a whole video about just doing these little things. But yeah, basically just mess with it until you're happy with it. The main idea is put some in a granulator, mess with effects on the granulator, take it out, put it in MIDI, sequence some MIDI stuff, have fun, and then flatten it and kind of edit it in more detail with the audio. So yeah, that's the idea. I hope you enjoyed. I am an Aphex Twin ripoff.